want to help more people, multiply your income, and have more freedom, then you have to have a mind-blowing course or program that people actually want to buy and that'll make you at least $10,000 or more per month with ease. Just like my client Karen, who after years of struggling to sell stuff online, made a smooth $40,000 in less than a month. Or like my client Tiffany, who made $12,000 in just 90 days after joining my program, even though she was starting from scratch. But how do you actually do that? I used to wonder the same thing until I discovered 3 simple changes that took me from burnt out and broke just a few years ago to literally sipping Brunello di Montalcino in Montalcino, Italy, knowing that my business is going to bring in another 7 figures this year in the background. So in this video, I'm going to show you what these 3 game-changing shifts are, why it's critical you apply them to your business now, and how they will explode your income. And to start, I want to take it back to this very old pizzeria in Naples with what can only be described as a masterpiece of a dish, a pizza napolitana. Deliciosa. But what makes this pizza so good, and why am I talking about food instead of how I make millions in my business and how you can too? Because the principles behind the world's most popular dish and a highly successful online business are the same. Let me show you what I mean. You can count on one hand the ingredients for this pizza: dough, tomato sauce, mozzarella, and basil. Now let me ask you this. How many things are you doing in your business right now? Between creating content
and chasing leads and supporting your clients and writing emails and creating lead magnets and doing sales calls and posting on Instagram and TikTok and YouTube,
I feel pretty safe guessing that it's more than 4. I know I was when I first started my business. I had so many offers: one-to-one coaching, a 14-day challenge, a small course, a medium course, a high-ticket course, you name it, and I was probably doing it. On the other hand, pizza napolitana is perfect not because it has millions of ingredients, but because it's easy, simple, and works every time. A successful business is the same. It doesn't need many ingredients. In fact, an online business that brings in 7 figures every year and makes you a millionaire is a business that's actually really simple. And when I simplified my business, I stopped working myself into the ground and not making any money, and instead started making $10,000 months with ease and was able to scale to $1 million in just a few years. So when we're talking about an online course or coaching business, what does simplicity actually look like? It looks like doing less. Instead of the bunch of different offers and multiple marketing channels, I now only have one super dialed in offer and a single wildly effective way to market it. I'll explain exactly what this offer looks like and how to implement it in your business later in the video. But first, let's talk about simplifying your marketing, because I bet you're dying to know. Just how am I able to jet off to Italy, not post on social, and still make sales while on vacation? I'll tell you how, but first let me ask you this. Are you tired of feeling like you have to show up on social media 24/7 just to get a client? I know we were taught that to sell our products online, we have to go through exhausting launch cycles and show up on social every single day. And I don't know about you, but I'd much rather be here in Italy, strolling past the Duomo in Milan and watching my 4-finger strike paints come in every day. Plus, the hamster wheel of launching and creating content is a one-way ticket to burnout. And I can speak from experience because I burnt out hard. Like, I didn't create content for a full year hard. But here's what shocked me the most about that time. While my Instagram was struggling from my lack of posting, something magical was happening on YouTube. My channel kept growing without me lifting a finger. It became clear that I didn't have to post on every social media platform, and that instead I could leverage this one platform that gave my content a much longer shelf life. Not only that, it did an insane job of building trust and authority with my audience through its long-form content, something that a 30-second reel or TikTok never could. Plus, by getting really clear on who the ideal client was for my one offer, I was able to create powerful, super targeted videos, which means I'm consistently attracting not only leads, but the right leads. So here's what changed everything. Instead of daily posting, I switched to this simple system. It starts with a targeted YouTube video that clearly addresses your client's pain points, desires, problems, or frustration. In other words, it's super high value content that's tailor-made to the clients that you want to serve. That video then promotes a wildly relevant lead magnet, a freebie that dives even deeper into solving their problem that your people can download in exchange for their email address. And once they're nice and signed up, they begin receiving periodic emails from your automated email sequence, which nurtures them over weeks right in their inbox and points them right to your offer. This simple system is what I call the YouTube revenue machine because it works non-stop to get you in front of your ideal clients through YouTube, turn them into highly qualified leads with a super targeted lead magnet, nurture them with your email sequence, and convert them into clients while you're literally laying on the beach in Positano, like me. Okay, you've simplified your offer, built your revenue machine, so let's talk about how to explode your income. I'm gonna walk you through an easy reframe that makes scaling your business to a magical million so doable. Are you ready? Did you know that the Trevi Fountain collects $1.5 million per year from the coins that tourists toss in the water? Now, I know you'd love to make all that cash while chilling naked in the water, because I know I would, but there's one fundamental difference between the Trevi Fountain and you and I. This gorgeous fountain receives up to 10 million visitors per year. This means that if everyone who visited threw a bit of money in the water, each tourist would pay an average of 15 cents. But here's the thing, the fountain can charge just 15 cents and still be a millionaire because it has a massive, constant stream of visitors wanting transformation from a pool of shiny coins. Now, I hate to break it to you, but you probably aren't going to command traffic like the Trevi Fountain. But you don't need to, and you can be even richer. Because here's the naked money-making truth that the Trevi misses. Making millions of dollars doesn't mean you have to reach millions of people. See, a lot of people think that to make those same $1.5 million in a year, you'd need to sell to a lot of people. Your brain automatically starts adding up products and figuring out how many sales and people you'd need to reach your $1 million. Okay, so it's something like $100 to make 1.5 million. I'd need to sell to 1,500 people, 150,000. Wait, what's the math there?
It's a lot of people.
When conversion rates sit at around 0.5 to 3%, that's hard math, and we begin entering Trevi traffic territory, and we've figured out that we do not want to go there. Here's what you should be asking yourself instead. If I only sell to 150 people, what do I need to charge to make 1.5 million? $10,000? Yeah, $10,000. And if you're thinking, gosh, what could I possibly sell for $10,000? Well, first, you need to realize that you don't need to sell those $10,000 in a single pop. Instead, you could split it up over the entire year, like this. You create a high-ticket program for $5,000 where your clients get support for 6 months. You blow their minds with your program and get insane results for them, and it becomes a no-brainer to your clients to sign on for continued support after that initial 6-month period is over. So they sign on for $840 per month, and bam, that's $10,000 from one client in 1 year. And if we break down the numbers even further, we can make $1 million even more achievable. Because you really only need to close 3 people per week, which is easy when you've got my YouTube revenue machine strategy in place. And if you're still thinking, I don't think I could charge that much, let's talk about value. Imagine you come to Italy, land at the airport, and the custom guy stamps your passport and says, okay, you've been to Italy, now turn around and catch your plane back home. That would be crazy, right? And it would leave you feeling ripped off, disillusioned, and probably very confused. Instead, what happened was that I paid for this trip and I got to experience eating delicious margarita pizza, wishing into the Trevi Fountain, and spending even more money walking through the ancient walls of the Colosseum. The truth is, the Colosseum cost me, being in Rome cost me, every museum and everything I ate cost me. But I wanted the experience, so I spent the money and it was worth every cent. Now I hear you ask, Lou, but how do I figure out my value? Well, the value of your product is based around the transformation that it provides. Let me ask you a question. Say that I could help you meet the love of your life, or finally publish that book you've been dreaming of writing, or help you make $10,000 in 90 days or less. Would you sign up for that? I would. Your value is in your experience and helping someone achieve a transformation to get them across the bridge from point A to point B as fast and as easily as possible. We all pay for things that help make our life easier and more enjoyable, like this gorgeous view in Italy. Have you ever booked an Uber because it's faster and less hassle than the subway, even if it's more expensive? I know that I pay for speed, knowledge, and experience, and I know that your clients do too. Now, I know you might get stuck figuring out the value of the transformation you provide and the price of your program. So I've created a system where you can put a number to it and strategically calculate the price your offer should be. My exact value-based pricing formula instantly removes the guesswork, amplifies your value, and gives you the permission you need to sell with confidence. Scan this QR code or click the link in the description below to download my 0 to Consistent 10K Months Blueprint, where you'll find the pricing formula plus my exact strategy to make $10,000 in 90 days or less. So I mentioned at the beginning of the video that making more money looks like doing less. Instead of the bunch of different offers and multiple marketing channels, I now only have one super dialed in offer and a single wildly effective way to market it. And in this video, I explain exactly what this offer looks like and how to implement it in your business so that you can get on the road to $1 million business right now.